And we're back. So I know um, likely not going to get as many viewers for this one because Tommy has just started. And normally I would wait till Tommy was done to do mine, but I need to get my streams done early today. So here we are. Always play in airplane mode for tournaments. It's my suggestion. Give it a minute or two before we start. Why is Facebook so slow on the PC? I will never know. Skip, welcome. Eric, thank you. For about 2 minutes, about another minute till we actually start. We can hop on in, take a look. See if there's anybody that's finished or anything yet. Ooh, 27. That's a tough score to beat. First will be tough in this one, guys. What's his tiebreaker, I wonder? 23? I had a 22, so I have to actually beat him. I'm gonna get a 28 to get first. That's gonna be tough. We'll go for it. Of course, we're gonna go for it, but I'm not gonna count my chickens in this one. Top 3 would still be good. I'd be happy with it. You know, this account, get rid of that little home screen thing. This account, we got 2 first, 2 second. You know, wouldn't mind another third to get 3 silvers, or even a bronze to have a first bronze. Wouldn't bother me. It'd move that gray banner off the screen. That's the big thing. Take some good playing is all it's going to do. It certainly is doable. We actually have Thor's hammer for this one. Just a hair under 4 rings. Ooh, and still safe, but not the line I like to this pin shot. I wouldn't be the person complaining if you were. Forgot to start my music back up. Wait till after this hole is done. Ooh, he got there. He got there. Nice shot. All right, backbone, interesting. So we're looking like backbone at mid here. Min, I mean. So just about 3 rings. We're gonna go this way so we can see what we're doing. Too much curl. Good for you, Skip. Keep it up. You know, pro is the one level. Going to the right is truly a possibility. It's harder in rookie and it's harder in expert. But I'm unlucky with it. I tend to not, so I went fairway. That birdie won't kill us, but we got to make some drop here if we're going to try and beat that 27. Ah, shit, forgot to start my music. Good thing it's a par 3. Cataclysm to this hole? Interesting choice. Bet you he like nails it, but that we do. Bird tends to be the one that I get them to drop with on the weekend round. Rookie didn't do bad, so we'll see. All in all, that was a good play. Considering the club choice, I think that was a pretty darn good play. Close. Um, Not quite. Like lengthwise, yes. But that's because I intended on curling it in. I didn't mean to hit great, but curling it in will cause it to hit that left roll in the right a little, left roll in the rough a little more, causing it to slow down. So you want a little extra on it. Kind of a high ball arc, so I'm going to move it off to the left just a touch, not much. That was even too much, just left of the stick. Don't want it to come in too hot for whatever reason and not go in. Kind of. They're they're honestly very different clubs. The Endbringer is good for like distance chips. It's got way better accuracy. The ball guide's still decent, but its lack of topspin makes the ball guide hard on those when you just want to chip it into the right in front of you and let it roll. It doesn't quite have that ability. Um, yes, as long as you are going safe approach. If you're trying to reach green in 2 on that last par 5, then no. I would suggest Big Dog or Cataclysm. But if you're going for safe approach on that last one, the other 2, you don't need it. A sniper is plenty. You don't need any more distance, and I like the accuracy. So 2 out of 3, 100%. The third one just depends how you want to go for the hole. I've liked it a lot. I kind of just randomly stumbled onto it like the third time I played this hole since the update. And I was making note of what I was doing. I was paying attention to every shot, and it worked well once. Tried it again, got me the eagle. Tried it again, got me the eagle. And I was like, all right, this is the way. It. You might miss. The eagle's still not as high of a guarantee as playing the risk and going to the green, but you could also play that risk and really mess up. I feel like this is the safer way to take the hole where you almost guarantee birdie. The only reason you're not is if you're going to mess up your drive, which if you do that anyways, you're in trouble. I'm going to use a kingmaker to cut down the wind on the second shot. Not super worried about it here. I don't want to over curl. Especially with a great. This might be in the rough. Hopefully I played it enough to the side. I'm safe. Yeah, rough. I mean, I can probably reach. Probably. But you don't want to take that shot. I might not. I'm at a bad angle. I want to be more where he is in the rough. Then I could for sure reach. I might have to do a little bit of a trick shot to make it to the green. I know I've got tailwind, so that's at least in my favor. Hmm. What's scary is I would want to curl it. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. It's probably right in there. That way we don't have to full overpower. We don't have to full curl. Ooh, what a bad shot. Should still be a makeable eagle, but that's tough. You don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation. Overpowered rough and sand shots are just never fun. And I've been hitting them pretty good lately, so I was due for a sloppy one, I guess. See, again, this is the reason here that we're using the Firefly. I am at, micro min situation. So I only need to move like half a ring, which is not much. Good eagle save. We'll take it. Thanks, Alan. So next we got old school par 3. I don't pay attention to soccer, but I definitely understand the reference. Football, as you guys would call it, which makes a lot more sense than why I don't understand why American football is called football. The original name for the game is blitzball. That would have been so much better, but I'm contemplating. I know what hole is coming next. I'm just contemplating how I want to play it. Um, it's unfortunate that I don't have any wind balls, really. Very limited. I usually like a wind ball on a par 3. I'm going to probably go rough bump here. I've been going right fairway, but without that little bit of headwind. I like the right fairway when there's headwind from right to left. It's like the perfect shot. But I have almost no chance of hitting it without that little bit of headwind, without the backspin that I have on my max sniper. So I think I'm going to go rough bump. Like I said, I really wish I had a wind ball for that. I might maybe have an Easter ball I could put out. Be better than a Kingmaker. So I don't necessarily need the side spin if I'm doing the rough bump. That's pretty funny. I have at some point, but I've seen so many shots at this hole, it's hard to remember any of them specifically. Let's see, do we have a bunny ball we could put in? Yeah, we'll do it. Every little bit helps. Put yourself right in the center so you got a little room for error. And you want to line up just right of the cup. Might have had it with perfect. Would have been close. I think this is the best way to play when the winds are almost directly right to left. Left to right, I like the rough on the left side. But this hole, there's like a good 5, 6 ways you could play it. It's pretty crazy. Gotta get something to drop soon here. I don't want to have to put all the pressure on the back nine. Go with the big topper play on hole 5. Can't do it the same way that we did in rookie. So we're from a further tee. Might be able to make that reach, but I would have to use, absolutely for sure, would have to use a power 5 ball and overpower. If I recall, I can get away with this with like a power 4 ball, no overpower. Yeah, so we're gonna go let ball. Little less top right spin on that. We're about 3 rings, so we're about 1.5 a ring is where we want to be. Right about there. So just a touch of overpower. Scary still. It's a big topper. Got it. Should be safe. No way. I guess I needed a little more overpower. It's the first time I've failed to hit that through the rough on a clean shot on pro. That pad is not flat, so you got to hit it on the right spot to get it to bounce straight forward like you want. All right. Hate these shots. This is a big one now. It's going to be a min measurement. See if we got the backspin. Stay on the green. Little more than half a bar. Give it a chance. Ah, just a hair off on the wind measurement. Hit it. Hit. It ended up nicking the fringe, I'm pretty sure, there, and threw off the ball guide. Tiniest bit less. Could have really used that. It sucks when you hit a perfect from the rough or from the sand and you don't get it to drop. Kind of a major disappointment. I can't understand why you think the claw is better than the thorn. There's not one stat that is better than the other than the topspin and the curl, and you need neither of those usually on wedge shot or short iron shots. Well, it also depends at what level you're looking. Like I'll show you where I'm at with my clubs here. Well, if there is someone in Master Division playing rookie, you won't see them on here because I'm an expert, or might even be pro. Pretty sure I'm still an expert league. Yeah, I am an expert 2, I think. Yep. So you'll see, it's all expert people in my league. Um, so that's what I'm looking at. You know, the claw's got a little more topspin, but like I said, you rarely use topspin with the short iron. The thorn's got better backspin. The thorn has better yards. The accuracy is the same, really, and the ball guide is better on the thorn. So, like, once thorn hits 6, it pretty much is the best wedge or best short iron. I'm sorry. That little bit of ball guide makes a big difference. And then level 7 is even better. Can't wait till level 8. you're you're gonna argue with everybody about that one. Like there's not many people that will say the claw is better. Some people just like it. In a lot of cases, it's because they can level it up quicker. That makes sense. But the thorn at a higher level is better than the claw. Don't want the big topper. We go. Can't remember. No, this still doesn't have the curl I need. Level 2 Apocalypse does. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I've been pretty accurate today. I'm not too worried about hitting horribly, not overpowering the shot. Like, it's not a bad club. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a terrible club, don't use it. But personally, I think the Thorn is better, pretty much for everything you need it for. That too, it does have to get up there, but the common clubs level up pretty quickly, especially through 5. Like common clubs go up to 5, like you get 100 common cards pretty quick. Just go Kingmaker. It's perfectly acceptable here. Don't need crazy distance. We want the side spin. Wind is in our favor, so we only need 2 top spin. Just put your wind straight and make sure your line is just straight fairway. That's pretty much it with this hole. Curl it. Do your best to hit perfect. You will be right up there. The wind is like absolutely perfect on this, on pro, to take that shot. It's like exactly the right direction. It's going the direction the fairway is. They hooked it up on pro for this hole. I think the first club I had maxed was the Saturn. Thank you, Roger. Welcome in. Risky shot. That's why that's a risky shot. Yeah, that's rough. I shot a minus 26 in rookie. I saw John's minus 25 popped up and it made me think for a minute. Was he answering for me? Did I shoot a 25? But no, yeah, minus 26. Unfortunately, 27 is in first place in my bracket here. and I'm not on a hot start. Not doing terribly, but oh, we needed that one, guys. Yeah, but Michael, that measurement only matters at max distance, and you're rarely ever even truly at max distance. Thank you, guys. Too bad that wasn't for the actual hole. I didn't even mean to do the shootout. I just wasn't paying attention. I got caught up in the chat. I thought that was a real hole for a minute. Didn't really help us there. Won some coins back, but I usually give those away during the tournament anyways. I saw the one about ball guide. I don't believe that's accurate. Like, have you seen people shooting with a 3.8 thorn? And they do the 100 backspin, it actually shows you the backward roll. You don't get that with 3.1 claw. When you get to the later holes, we'll have this conversation again. You do sometimes, actually. When you're taking your maxed out thorn shot on a small green with 12-mile-an-hour tailwind, you don't do 100% backspin, you're not stopping. Oh, close. Not a terrible way to play this hole. Let's see. We're gonna go bunny ball. Too much backspin. That would have been pretty ridiculous to get another hole in the one there. That would have been three in a row when they actually matter. That would have been crazy. Never done that. Would have been a nice little thing to do live for some people. Definitely at least like to drop one more here in the front so I don't have to do as crazy in the back. Um, I don't know. I have heard most people don't like it, so never bothered with it. I wish I could put good music on, because then I would. I would just have, what I listen to on just quieter. It's opinion. Um, what clubs you like is really opinion. There's certain clubs I would say just stay away from. That's not a good idea, but a good majority of the clubs is just your play style. If you like one, I mean, cool for you. If it works, great. I listen to classic rock, a little bit of 90s rock. My radio station on Pandora right now is Black Crowes Radio. Now we got Wild Horses, Stone Sour playing. Said I wish we could play it, but it would copyright all my stuff. Dual streaming, awesome. A 28, sadly, because first place is a 27, and he did better in the qualifying or the opening round. So if I tie him, he'll win. So 28 really is the target score. I would like to get at least a 26 though. That was my target score, mentally before the round started. Pro was my worst account out of all three in the opening round, so it's going to take the most to improve it. Hmm. So just a touch over power. Almost didn't come out of there. Definitely got to keep the apocalypse for that hole. Appreciate that, Roger. Put a lot of time into it, that's for sure. It was no fluke. It took, lots of studying and stuff to get to the point I'm at today. Close. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, we're really close to max, so that's good. Oh man. I'm playing on a Galaxy S8. So close. Gonna take a hell of a back nine to get that 28. Think I'm gonna need. I think I'm on pace for a 12 right now. If I remember right. Maybe even 11. I think this is minus 10, so yeah. Yeah, I really gotta get this eagle. What do you mean, do I associate with anyone? No. Um, outside of, I watch RJ and I watch J Bone and stuff, and I'll definitely incorporate shots I see that they do that I like, and I try to share my opinions with them if I think that I have some useful knowledge. But still fairly new. I watched RJ for a while, but I was just kind of in the background. I never really chatted or anything. And then when I started streaming, I decided it would be a good idea to, do what I can to reach out to them and become a part of the community as opposed to trying to be my own identity. Everyone there is there for good reasons, and I see no reason to try and combat that. I would rather join something good. So, and they've accepted me so far. So, but outside of that, no, not really. I just play a bunch, take my own notes and stuff, and share it here. You guys gotta give me 1 second. I gotta use the restroom again, real quick. Got my fabulous dual earbuds microphone system here. Kind of a pain in the butt. One of these days I'll get some good equipment. Definitely time for an eagle. I did put in my apocalypse, right? Yes. Want as much top spin as I can get on there. Oh, no worries, Roger. I do. A couple I've done have been pretty much like one or two friends. Um, but that's mostly just because there was nobody asking. But yeah, I do. Definitely, especially if there is a tournament that is in tours 1 through 4. Because then I'll do it all tournament pre-week. For practice, I'll stream it and I'll do friendlies as much as people want. You can either add Brad's Clash Book. I have a Facebook page for that, or Bradley M. Wall. Wall is WAHL, like the haircut system. That is my main account. That's the one I'm on most when I do streams and stuff. That's right where we want to be. Yeah, it's because typically I don't really play low tours. Even my rookie account, I'm on tour 7. So the coin value is not there. So unless I have, demand, like if someone wants to play friendlies, of course, but I wish I was. Just coincidence, no relation. Roger, this is my patented go-to here. This is what I'm trying to do on this hole. I want to be here. I didn't come over enough. Oh, still got the back nine. I haven't made one yet today. And I hit it 3 times in the opening round altogether. So hoping I get at least 1 or 2. I feel like pro is the hardest one to make it. Like the thing I like about it is it's really hard to end up in a bad situation. Um, yes, it's hole five. It is. I've had to put up some really good rounds to get the banners I have. Luckily, the Apocalypse 2, I pulled that really nice and early, so it's given me a little bit of an edge on the drives, but the rest of it I've been, I mean, last tournament, almost every one of my clubs were a level lower, at least by 2 tournaments ago. Thorn just recently got to 6. Yeah, John, I am going for it on 5 with the big topper. I did not put enough power on it on the first attempt, and I didn't come out of the rough. Golden golden shot is how I got my Apocalypse. And then I got it upgraded from a Tour 7 gold chest. Almost played the hole. I was like, the wind's not right. What's going on? Yeah, so minus 11. So we need a minus 17 in the back to get first. So that's not happening, guys. I'd love to say I can do it, but it would take the most impressive round of Golf Clash I have ever had. By a long shot. My best 9 so far, I believe, is 14. I think it is going to be probably both of the new ones, honestly. They can, they do, but man, that's that's crazy. Like I said, if I can get to top 3, I'd be happy. So I think I keep with the Thorn play. Whiffed it a little bit last one, but that shouldn't be a reason to change it. Starts here. Got to start this one with the Eagle. For Bird Hunter, I've done very, very, very well as a whole. So I really can't complain basically no matter where I end up. I just feel like it's unfortunate because in my opening round bracket, I took second. No, I'm sorry, I took fourth with a minus 22, and the high score was a minus 26. And then suddenly get to the weekend round, and 22 is going to be like top 20, 30 finish probably. It'll come. This is a tough one. This is a really tough tournament. Yeah, it's a doable play, but I've also seen it overshot, which can be just as ugly as anything. So I just decided I'm gonna play it safe because I still have the opportunity to make this shot. I've made it many times in the past. Still pretty close to max. Boom. Thank God I know to move an extra third of a ring, man. That's how you win. I hope Jesse remembered that I told him that and he uses it because it works. Extra third of a ring. Definitely. Now let's see if we can get that ace when it counts here on hole two. That would be the start. If I can get that, a top three finish is still definitely in the realm of possible. I would really, really, really like to get two for all five first holes because I think that's the biggest opportunities. Six, really. Hole in one on two is tough, but it's doable. Three should be two. Four, very possible hole in one hole. Five, par five should be an eagle. Or no, five is the par four that could very easily be an eagle, and six is a par five. So you could very easily go your first six holes twos. It's doable. Go ahead, John. Should still have everything in. I like that I don't have to pull out the sniper and put in the guardian because I hated having to do that because then if you forget to put it back, the sniper back in, it screws you all up. Yep. Hole two will be hard, and then the last one will be the easy one. And if it's not, then it'll be the other one. But I am almost positive this will be the hard one, regardless of what other one makes it as the easy or medium. Darn. Little off. That great screwed me. Perfect was probably in the hole. This is a perfect example. This is a shot I learned from watching Jesse's stream. I cannot take credit for coming up with this. This shot, as far as I know, belongs to a man named Tim Olson. He may have learned it elsewhere, but he's the one that spread it to us that I'm aware of. And Tim, I thank you because I hate the Guardian. I had another approach, but it was like 50-50 if I would get it to do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, I mean, I've only recently learned about Tim last tournament, but yes, from what I've seen, he's very, very good. Another man that knows his stuff. And that's the advantage of a community. There's so much going on in this game that one person is never going to figure out all the best stuff. But a group of people collaboratively can kind of hone everything together and come up with the best approach at ways to get things done. Actually, I think. No, accuracy's so worse. I'd rather go with a little less distance and the better accuracy. Yeah, I don't know how people miss putts. Pressure, maybe. Like that. That was not a hard situation. There's some that I understand entirely, but. And yeah, 19 hole is awesome. John. Actually, I think I am just going to stick with the Kingmaker for second shot's sake. Man, again with the rough. That time I hit perfect. Less curl. Yesterday I had almost the exact same shot there, and it went left. It went to the rough left. So, this is one of those holes that can be very finicky. Yeah, Helios is good too. Honestly, if you're playing expert level tournaments, you're good at this game. If you're competing, you could enter them and never make it to the weekend round or anything. But if you're competing, if you're getting to the weekend round like half the time or more, then you're good at this game. I'm waiting to start showing up or starting to seeing all these guys in brackets in my tournaments. Because I may have in the past but didn't know it. But as of, all right, how far can we go? That's where tree's at. So we want out there. That should be okay because we shouldn't have to overpower much. Just a bit. It's trying to hit great, but not that great. All right, we still cleared. That was all I wanted. I want the easy eagle. It's hard, but it's so worth it when you do well. The chest is usually quite good. Usually. Oh, little too much heat. That was a good line, though. Yeah, tour nine, when you are like extremely comfortable in tour nine, that is when I would say you're ready for expert. Because the wind in tour nine is about what you see in an expert tournament. Tour eight, it gets that high, but usually it's a little bit lower. It's like between pro and expert. Seven is pro, in my opinion. All right. All right, par three. We need to get you in the hole. This is definitely one of the higher hole in one chances. That's pretty much what tour nine is also. A big part of tour nine is the shootouts are a little trickier when it comes to um, how water is going to affect them. There's one or two in eight that are like that, but mostly it's the hills in eight that get you. In tour nine, it's learning to adjust for water because it'll screw you up. We're going to go ahead and go with Senor Bunny again. Darn greats. Hopefully I over adjusted a little bit. Nope. Damn. Something about the bunny ball. I feel like I don't hit perfect with the bunny ball very ever. Definitely not fighting for first place anymore. That wish is pretty much out the window. It would take an albatross and another hole in one and an eagle on both par fours, I think. That's big too, because if you can get those chips and not have to go to the shootout, that'll help complete the tour for sure. Because the big thing about Tour 9 is it's mostly really good players up there. So you get a lot of shootouts where you'll get 1.5 and your opponent will just turn around and get 1.4, or they'll do it first, then you shoot and get 1.6. Like they just come down to those like it's luck to be within the difference of a .02 or .2. 27 expert is definitely a solid score. That should be top three no matter what almost. You'd have to be a terrible bracket to not be. Even if one person gets 30 and one person gets 28, there's still a good chance 27 is solo at third place. We're going to take it just because. Fuck it. I was already there. Ten is tough. The wind is a beast in 10. You need good balls. You need a good supply of good balls to really get through it. That is what I'm trying to do here with Bird Hunter. Trying to stock up on Kingmakers. Not getting a top 3 finish isn't going to help with that. Sorry guys, be right back. For your sake, I hope not to. So let's see. If we finish the round just doing average, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is not where we want to be. '23 is possibly third place at the moment, but with a 27 up there, I don't see 23 or 24 being a top 3 finish. I think it needs to be 25 or better. So we need a drop or 2, minimum. This is definitely a chance for one. Go big, or go home. I am in expert 2. The sad thing is I got first place last tournament and I was an expert 3. I dropped down. I did better last time. I got lucky though. I got a really good bracket. I shouldn't have gotten first. Should have been second or third. We're going, I know right away. I'm whipping out the Berserker because I needed to overpower the other one to get where I was. And it still wasn't enough, so. Because we need this eagle. Of course, the wind went crazy different now, so we don't need the Berserker. I think this should be good. I was skunked on that one. Awesome. That is a good day. Looks like Bird Hunter's luck is not in the cards this tournament. Which I hope that's so that I get first place in my rookie and my expert, because neither of them have badges yet, so that would be good. I agree. I hit that twice, no problem in the opening round. No problem at all. I may just risk it in expert and try overpowering an apocalypse to make it to the second fairway with some backspin and try to do it that way. Because that big topper has been kind of finicky. We should be definitely at min here. So a little less than a ring movement should get us in the hole. Whew, we needed that. That just makes it that much sweeter when you can get it out of the rough, though. You know, I've also just been made aware of you can make it from the right with top spin and left spin and curl, hitting the first fairway at the edge. So I might look at how that line looks in expert and give it a whirl that way too. It's certainly worth a shot. You know, I feel like almost any second shot on this course is about equal chance to get it. Other than, you know, getting that first shot to get to green or right outside it. That's obviously then the winner. But taking the shot close seems worth the risk to me here. Oh, we needed that. Let's see if we can get an Albie. That would really change things. That would put us back in the hunt, at least, for a banner. I 100% agree, Roger. Other than rookie. Rookie should be easy for everybody, I think. But Pro and up, a challenge is good. It's going to weed out people getting lucky a little more. Because when it's easy, bad people can get lucky. When it's hard, typically only people with at least some level of skill are going to be the ones getting lucky. Way less wind this time. Should be a good shot. Yep, past the trees. That's all I care about. Um, that I have played with, I would have to say, and that's tough. The Royal Ball's pretty darn good. Um, I also really like the Bandera Ball. I think it's a fantastic par 3 and short par 4 hole ball. I just picked up the Turbo Ball. I never got to play with the Snow Globe, but I know the Turbo Ball is going to come in handy every once in a while, so that one's up there. I think I would have had that one with perfect, maybe. Take the Eagle. Albatross would have been great, but I'll take the Eagle. Try and get this ace on this next hole. Didn't get it in the front. He could have just had a really good round. It is possible. Chances are it was someone that doesn't play often or only plays tournaments and doesn't win a lot of money, so they stay in low leagues but have good clubs. It's possible. Double. Katana is a fantastic ball. I mean, it's really between the Katana and the Titan when you get to like 8 and up. If you really want to be competing. Sorry, I just got a message from RJ and I messaged him like 3 weeks ago, so wanted to check it out. Got a little distracted. 16, par 3, should be set to go. This ace would certainly help. It certainly would help. I mean, for sure, out of these next 3 holes, I need to get an eagle on 1 of them. 2 would be great. All 3 would be spectacular. But that's asking for a lot. Should be about sniper mid here. I want to pull that up. We want our best chance. Want to be able to see what's going on. Something like there. We want it to come past it a little bit. Sniper mid 5.3 is going to be just about 3/4 of a ring. 4 3/4. Come on, baby. Get in this hole. Close, but no cigar. At least I got the power right on that one. That's unfortunate. I feel like you shouldn't get anybody from the same brackets. In expert masters, that might not be possible because there's not as many brackets. Rookie pro, there should be plenty that you should never have to deal with the same people in the same bracket. Oh, can we get it next hole? I haven't gotten one of these to drop yet today. And I've had a few. A whole bunch in practice and 2 or 3 in both the qualifying and opening rounds combined. I had it drop a few times. Make sure we're using the apocalypse this time. Yes. I didn't like the distance situation with the hammer. Love that card, or love that club. But occasionally, apocalypse has got what you're looking for. Sometimes the extra mile. Like nice big wide open fairway, I'd probably be going extra mile. Or a fairway that you need to make sure you got the backspin and stop, definitely extra mile. If it's longer, anyways, Thor's hammer is better for that if it's short. I feel like the drivers is the only true club set where they really did a good job kind of giving you everything you need for every situation. The other ones, I don't know what, they just kind of messed up, I think. The boomerang is a perfect example. Why are you epic? What makes you epic? All right, so we need at least 6 ring space here. At least, because we're going to curl it, and the wind's overplaying because of the water. And we only want about 3.5 bars topspin, so we don't want to overshoot the fairway. That was perfect. Beautiful. That's where we want to be. If I could only use one set the way they are right now in my bag, it would be Apocalypse, Sniper, Backbone, Thorn, Firefly, Razor, Malibu. For this account. My other account, I would have to say it would be Thor's Hammer, still Sniper, maybe Backbone, maybe Goliath. I'd have to really think that one. All right, so we got to come up here. We're gonna go for it. We're going for it. Personally, I prefer the Backbone. But that being said, there are some holes in Tour 10 you might want the curl of the Saturn. But I still really like Backbone. Max Backbone is a freaking fantastic club. Like, my Backbone and Saturn should be comparable right now. Pretty comparable. So I'll show you what. Tour 10, you don't really use the long iron all that much. It's a lot of wood and a lot of short iron or wedge shots. So it's not super crucial. But if you want to kind of see the comparison, because mine are both 8, so it's compared. And they stay about the same comparison going up. The thing is, the Backbone at max, I believe, is at 90% accuracy, right? Which is going to get you in the hole on greats more often than the Saturn. And that's kind of my reasoning for picking it. I would just give it a whirl. Pick whatever one you think you want to go with. If you find yourself in some rough situations with it, switch. Really, like I said, Tour 10, you shouldn't be pulling out your long iron all that often anyways. So you probably won't use it too much, and it won't bother you. I can't recall any shots that require any serious amount of backspin. Most of them you can get away with 4 or 5 bars. So what was his opening round? Well, at least we got that going for us. We crushed that for our opening. So even with a tie, we take second, which is good. I'm sure I'm going to drop some spots. Hopefully not too many. Oh, I know it. I know it. And I've had a few. I could easily be 2 or 3 strokes higher, which is really sad. You know, without changing much. A hair slightly less wind measurement or whatever the case would be, you know. I played good golf, just didn't get the luck where I needed it. And sometimes that's how it goes. Um, for the most part, I think so. There are definitely a few holes that, like with tailwind, you might want to take a risk because you could get some crazy outcomes. But that's going to be the case in any tour. Anytime you're playing Tour 9 and up, if you get crazy tailwind, there's some risk opportunities. All right. As long as the drive's good, usually the second shot's not bad. So should be going for our eagle shot again. Good shot. If he knows the Brad, it's a good shot. We're right where we want to be. We can get our shot without having to move anything and then just adjust. Right in there. Leave yourself room for error. You don't need anything special here, so leave yourself room. You just want to be in that fairway in front of the bunker. See, I hit great. If I was trying to play too close to the edge, pretty much the bag I described. Tour 9, definitely I favor the sniper over the Guardian. I even didn't like the Guardian in Tour 8. I think the sniper's the best wood until you get a high level Cataclysm. Apocalypse or Thor's Hammer, depending what level yours are at, or Extra Mile. If you have a max Extra Mile, it's better than a low level Apocalypse. Long Iron is just preference, you know, between the Goliath, Saturn, and Backbone, I'd say, or unless you have a really high level B52. Oh, of course I have. Like, sometimes they barely pay attention to the question, I know. But, I mean, I can't even imagine how many complaints they get in a single day. So, I can't really say I blame them. Come on. Give me some luck going out. And I told you. Hit the Brad, man. Whew. Good time to nail it. Well, I did all I can do. 3-stroke improvement on the opener, so I can't really complain. You know, I had a couple nasty holes. Definitely feel better about that round. Wish I could have got one more to drop in the front 9. A 26, I'd feel pretty confident about pulling second out. You know, there'd be a good chance at it. 25th, it's a fingers crossed, guys, for top 3 at 25. It can do it, but it's fingers crossed for sure. Let's hope. We've got 2 accounts in the books, both of them at least good finishes, strong finishes. Expert coming up in about a half hour. John, that's hilarious. That's a pretty bold statement. But you may be right. You know, only Porcupine once, worked for Playdemic for X amount of years. I appreciate all you guys coming back and watching me. Awesome of you. Hopefully we can continue the solid play of golf through Expert. I need it. My main account, we'll pop on in real quick before we sign off. My main account has yet to get a badge. 4,000 games, something like 50 tournaments. Haven't made the big one happen yet. Do Expert in about a half hour. I'm planning on about 2 o'clock. Just a short break. But I was trying to get my stuff done early in the day, so I don't have tomorrow. I go back to work on Sunday. Oh, max cards. Hey, 2 Razor cards. So here's the banner situation for Brad. I have made quite a good few weekend rounds in Expert. I did not stay in Rookie long enough at all, as you can tell. And in Pro, I probably should have stuck around for another couple tournaments. I went to Expert too fast. But, you know, I've had a couple okay finishes. Nothing super spectacular. I think my best one was 33. So I'm definitely hoping for at least the bare minimum a top 10 here. Let's see if there's a top score yet. There is. 24. Advantage of playing Expert as an expert. You get people with realistic situations. Because, I mean, my clubs are good, but they're not out of this world. Level 3 Apocalypse, you know. I've seen people in Pro with better. I do have a max Sniper and a max Backbone, which is awesome. Level 7 Thorn kicks butt. Level 7 Malibu is good. Level 6 Nirvana is good. So I have some good clubs, but I feel I'm still fair in Expert. I'm not robbing people. So, especially because I don't have a banner yet. We're going to hopefully get one. Starting at about 2 o'clock, guys. Half an hour. Thanks for coming in. Hit the like button before you leave. We'll see you later.